Oh yeah, I like this. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is August 6th, 2019. Shout out to my man Wire Sparks again. He's hitting us with back-to-back song requests. Devin the Dude, don't be afraid. I like Devin the Dude. He's a real cool dude, no pun intended. And don't forget, August 16th at 5 p.m., free event, Grand Circus Detroit. Come out and hang with us. Max Kaiser, Stacey Herbert, Crypto Blood, the Max Bitcoin Rage Tour. We're going to rip up $1 million. I told him I'll bring the Brinks truck and the chainsaw. If you guys haven't seen that latest rant, the video with Max Kaiser, I think it was on the CNBC South Africa show, crypto show, and he just went in on fiat currency. I love it, man. Some cat on Twitter was talking about it's a disgrace to cryptocurrencies, man. He don't get his ass out of here. Max Kaiser is a genius in how he tries to get people's attention, man. I bet you won't forget it. Those who don't know who Max Kaiser is and why Bitcoin is such an important and integral part of the transition to a new monetary policy, I bet they won't forget that scene. So we're gonna have that type of energy when he comes here to Detroit. So come out and join us. But what's good, people? Hope you guys doing well. Welcome to another episode. Today we are going to look at what the U.S. has done. Man, Trump, Orange Man, he's been going all over the world, rampant with these tariffs and freezing accounts and trade wars and stuff. I know what he's trying to do, but I don't know, man. I don't know if you're going to have the right outcome that you're looking for. I think there may be some unintended consequences with how Mr. Trump is handling our foreign policy right now. But U.S. freezes Maduro's government assets as P2P volume on Bitcoin soars in Venezuela. We're going to take a look at this article really quickly. And the second article is out of CoinDesk. The city of Seoul will create a cryptocurrency for citizen rewards. Seoul and South Korea, they've been very proactive and forward thinking when it comes to cryptocurrencies. And as you guys know, I just did an interview and I haven't published it yet. I think I'll publish it tomorrow. Did an interview with CEO and founder of Zank. He's out of Korea, or South Korea, I should say. Very neat project. I want you guys to check out. But yeah, this caught my attention because this is out of Korea. And I want to take a look at what they're talking about as far as a cryptocurrency for their citizens. The market will place more value on the decentralized, non-governmental agency issued cryptocurrencies, because those are the ones that though can be hampered, can't be stopped, can't be manipulated as far as supply, right? And so over time, as you see, negative interest rates hit us, you're going to see those types of coins become more valuable. The market will place more value on those coins. Just keep that in mind. And then lastly, out of Cointelegraph, UK's tax authority requests user data from crypto exchanges, report says, as if we should be surprised. And as you know, UK has been very relaxed with their cryptocurrency regulation and so on and so forth. But as I've mentioned, that could not stay that way for much longer. And as we're seeing, the tides are turning. So we'll take a look at what's going on with these inquiries and how this is going to affect cryptocurrency projects over there and people that participate in the cryptocurrency markets. But before we get started, I do want to give you guys a notice about Moon Lambo. They've got a Miami Vice themed thing going on their website with their merch. Check them out. It's only a limited time, I think for like 2 or 3 weeks. So please get over there if you're interested in some crypto apparel. But this has got a Miami twist to it. So check them out, moonlambotees.com. You can also use the promo code CryptoBlood10 for a 10% discount at the checkout. Also, shout out to Bitcoin Confidential CC. They are one of the few proof of stake privacy coins out there. So if you guys are interested in keeping that privacy and the neat features that they have, check them out at bitcoinconfidential.cc. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we have on the heat map going on today. Bitcoin is at $11,718, just up shy of a 1% here. Ethereum is down 1.2% to $228.48. EOS taking a hard hit, down 7.6% today to $4.13. And Litecoin, as I thought it would, start to scale back here at $92.48, down 5.3%. But Binance, to the contrary, is up a little bit, 1/3% to $27.86. But as you can see here, we had a huge reversal with the markets here. Bitcoin did a whiplash on us, went up and then got slammed down. This one candle, fairly bearish, as you can see, stopped out some orders. I'm a little concerned about this. I have to admit, this is a concerning candle here, seeing that we've kind of engulfed a lot of the action that we had over the past day or so. So we'll have to see what happens. But if I go back out and zoom and see where that slam down came into play, it looks like it was right around here. So we essentially ran into some resistance at this point, which is if I draw it all the way across, looks like it's about right there. So that technically does look like an area where we could see some resistance. So if I put a red marker here, the horizontal line, you can kind of see how it goes across and where we see areas of resistance. That was a hard slam down. This may be the resting stop. I thought we would see that right here, but we got a nice pump fake in the market, maybe to clear out some people, and we kind of head lower here. So I'm thinking we probably head lower here, maybe start an A, B, C, D, but I'll keep an eye out on it for you as always. But let's take a look at this first article. U.S. freezes Maduro assets as P2P Bitcoin volume soars in Venezuela. So it says, in a major escalation against socialist President Nicolas Maduro, Donald Trump's administration has frozen all Venezuelan government assets. I thought they already did this when they issued the petrodollar. That's their cryptocurrency. But it says the U.S. hawkish move has been reflected in a new all-time high for the peer-to-peer trading volume on local Bitcoins in that country. It says, as the Associated Press reported on August 5th, the administration action took immediate effect this Monday, with President Trump citing Maduro's ongoing usurpation, in quotes, of power, as well as human rights abuses by his supporters, as the grounds for the decision. So it looks like Trump's executive order prohibits U.S. citizens from engaging in transactions with any Maduro or government supporters, and also prohibits the latter from traveling to the U.S. Interesting. But what I want to focus on is the Bitcoin reaction to all of this. It says, amid the standoff, Trump's national security advisor and Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross will notably today represent the U.S. at the International Conference for Democracy in Venezuela, hosted in the Peruvian capital, Lima. Weekly trade volume for Bitcoin against the Venezuela Bolivar on peer-to-peer site Local Bitcoins has posted a new all-time high, as CoinDance data reveals. So look at this, people. This thing has shot through the roof here. As reported, massive hyperinflation and the presidential stalemate in Venezuela this February had already brought Bitcoin volumes in the country to unprecedented levels. A new erstwhile record was set earlier this month as the Bolivar's inflation hit 10 million%. Yes, you heard that right, 10 million%. As reported this January, Venezuela has rallied against U.S. sanctions, including those levied specifically against transactions in the country's state-issued oil-backed digital currency, the petro. In March, President Trump banned U.S. citizens from buying the petro token. So that's what it was. I thought it was a full-out ban of any imports and exports from Venezuela, but it looks like it was just us not being able to buy the petro token. And, this is just a clear example of how powerful the new asset class we call Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies is to this whole crazy market, global market. It's going to only drive the price of Bitcoin up. And, my man Freddie D in the Web Bar Room asked me a great question this morning about, my thoughts on when Bitcoin or if Bitcoin would ever hit $1 million. And I had to tell him, it's tough to say, simply put, because it may hit $1 million against what we use today as the Federal Reserve note. But by that time, if Bitcoin is hitting $1 million, you best believe we are in a totally different reset monetary system. And I don't mean one that is probably controlled by the people. I mean one that's just been newly created and new notes issued by said government. So it wouldn't really matter that Bitcoin was $1 million against the old Federal Reserve note. It wouldn't be $1 million versus whatever new fiat currency is issued. So you have to keep everything in context. It may hit $1 million, but again, that's probably at the point when that particular fiat currency it's being priced in is not even used or widely used at all anymore. That's kind of my take on Bitcoin hitting $1 million. I don't think it'll hit it while we're still using, or the globe is still using, the Federal Reserve note, or what we call the petrodollar. So you guys give me your thoughts about that angle that I'm just proposing, that as far as how our economic and climate will look globally if Bitcoin is at $1 million. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. But the second article that's out of Cointelegraph is about this UK tax authority request for users' data from crypto exchanges. So it says the United Kingdom's Tax Payments and Customs Authority has reportedly requested the digital currency exchanges provide it with information about customers' names and transactions, aiming to identify cases of tax evasion. According to fintech-focused media outlet CoinDesk, industry sources said that the agency has sent letters to at least 3 crypto exchanges in the UK, including Coinbase, eToro, and CEX, requesting that they provide lists of users and transaction data. The HMRC is reportedly aiming to cooperate with crypto exchanges in a bid to identify individuals who evade taxes. And this quote here makes an observation that is very true. It says that if the HMRC do only go back 2 to 3 years, I think the interesting thing here is that the individuals who went into crypto very early, let's say 2012 through 13, will not be affected. The ones who probably made the largest gains won't even be affected. It will be the people who came in around the time crypto peaked. So this is what's going on. This will continue to happen. This echoes what is going on in the US with all these tax letters being sent out. Over 10,000 were sent out from the IRS here in the States. So you're going to start to see, this is kind of the first way of attacking Bitcoin, or attacking people who want to participate in this market. It's going to scare the masses a little bit. It's going to make them second guess whether or not they should take their worthless fiat and buy something that's going to actually hold value through cryptography, not backed by anything physical. It's all backed by math and cryptography. And this is what I was always talking about. People ask me about various projects that back their cryptocurrencies by like precious metals and stuff. There's no need for that, in my opinion. It just simply isn't, because cryptocurrencies in and of itself are to derive its value from cryptography and math. There's no need to try to back it up by something or have a token represent another. That means nothing if it's not in your hand. And so someone also said in the room, well, what about homes? And I said that's a good point. But a home you actually live in, or you can go to. It's I still don't think you own it. The government still owns it. Even if you own it outright, you got the deed to the house, you still have to pay those taxes. So if you stop paying those taxes, we'll see how well that holds up as far as you owning that home. But at least there is you do have access to it. You can make money off of it. There's a potential to yield some income off of that property. But with precious metals, they're non-yielding assets, so you're just holding them as a hedge against these fiat currencies. So there's no real reason for precious metal backed crypto, in my opinion. You guys let me know your thoughts about this whole tax authority, UK tax authority coming down. You're going to see more and more of this. And I recently just did a video on the FCA over there in the UK, that I think the Financial Crimes Administration. Don't hold me to that acronym, but they're starting to give guidelines on what's a security, what's not, and all that. So you can start to see the fence, the circle closing in on this crypto stuff in the UK. And you best believe those companies that originate and operate from the UK are going to have some issues, because none of them were really following compliance, because there wasn't any compliance. So now you got to go back and shore up all of your books and make sure you're complying with the government. So there's a huge headwind with those types of projects. Last article out of CoinDesk: the city of Seoul will create a cryptocurrency for citizen rewards. So it says that Seoul's metropolitan government will establish its first blockchain-based administrative services in November, according to the report, at a conference held last month and attended by city officials and representatives of the private sector. Specifics of the rollout were discussed with timelines and goals established. The meeting seemed to revive the initiative that had lost some momentum since first being announced late last year. 3 priorities were set for completion by November's deadline. The city's blockchain points system will be introduced, and residents of Seoul will receive S coins for the use of public services. They will be able to redeem those points for rewards. Services that generate the coins include paying taxes and participating in public opinion polls. Seoul's point system will integrate with ZeroPay, a city government-sponsored QR code-enabled network established last December. It also allows customers to pay for goods and services using their phones and does not charge merchants commission. In addition to the S-Coin, a blockchain service for submitting qualifications without paper documents is also on the list of completion by November, as is the enhancing of the Seoul Citizens Card with blockchain to enable digital authentication for the use of public services. And this is right here, guys, similar to what Estonia's e-residency program. I don't know if you guys remember my video on that, but actually one of my buddies went through with that, and he's actually an e-citizen of Estonia, so it's pretty similar to that, it looks like, with the Seoul Citizen Card. And you can still do that, by the way. All you have to do is go to e-resident.gov.ee and you can get more details about that. Here's a website for their e-residency program. I was going to do it and kind of forgot about it, but my buddy went through with it, and he's got his card. He showed it to me like a week or two ago. I may go through with that. We'll see. And some other programs that were mentioned but not the year-end completion deadlines include smart health care, donation management, and online certificate verification. So again, you know, we're just seeing a lot of these countries being proactive about blockchain and integrating it, while we got the US continually looking to figure out ways to really stop it or slow it down. But I think in the end it's going to be detrimental to the government, not the US citizens, because we'll find a way to enjoy crypto and blockchain. Let me know your thoughts about that. Did you know about this e-residency program? I did a video about it, man, like almost 2 years ago. I was very excited about it then. Check it out though if you guys are interested. You can do a lot of things like start businesses over there with this digital ID or whatnot, but pretty interesting, all on the blockchain as well. But that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. Gotta give a shout out again to Wire Sparks for those songs. Keep those boys coming, man. Devin the Dude, don't be afraid. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell. That's how this channel grows. That's my 2 Satoshis for August 6th, 2019. I'm out of here, people. Holla!